Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OTS News. They got me working early tonight. Live from the city that gave us ketchup, potholes, and the energy of a morgue. Welcome to Monday Night Raw in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, chat. Where the fans were so quiet tonight, I had to check my volume settings twice just to make sure I wasn't watching Raw on mute. Tonight's show had all the ingredients: solid matches, strong direction heading into Evolution. But with that Pittsburgh crowd, it felt more like we were watching wrestling inside Dr. Britt Baker's dentist office. If you've ever wanted to see WWE performed in front of 15,000 people, legally declared clinically bored, this was the show for you. Meanwhile, in other news, Gunther, the ring general, is back at it again, calling out Bill Goldberg and promising to squash him in under 3 minutes, which is fitting, since that's exactly how long the average Goldberg match lasts if he doesn't concuss himself first. Elsewhere, with Chad Gable's sideline, Ludwig Kaiser is now role-playing as El Grande Americano, the German stepdad you did not ask for, stealing Gable's push, and apparently his ring gear, like he's trying to cosplay patriotism with a bad spray tan. Ladies and Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Stephanie Vaquer was on the show tonight, but she wasn't on TV. How are you keeping this woman away from me? I don't understand this. Paul, listen. Listen, Levesque. You got Vaquer on what? The commercials? This fucking guy, man. How do you have that woman not on TV? It was a good Raw, but energy-wise, a glass of warm milk had more pop than the Pittsburgh crowd tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Monday Night Raw review. Sponsored tonight by Blue Chew. BlueChew.com. Code JD at checkout. You know what time it is. It is time for the best of the best of the best.
my goodness! Oh my goodness, man. Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you guys can get used to this early start time? Raw started at 6 p.m. tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here on the East Coast. Right now, they're taping SmackDown for Friday.
Oh, my. Monday Night Raw still on Shake Day, but why the early start Shake Day from MY 206?
I don't know, because I don't want to be here till 12 o'clock. Monday Night Raw from Pittsburgh, man. I don't know if I was watching a pro wrestling show or fucking funeral on a Monday night. Night of Champions fallout. CM Punk wants Seth Rollins. Evolution matches have finally been announced. And Gunther promises to beat Bill Goldberg in 3 minutes. That's 3 minutes too long. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the beer garden. It was 90 plus degrees in New York City. I need a cold beverage, and I'm sure you need a cold beverage. It is Monday night, and when I walk through those doors, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for June 30th, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Monday evenings, wherever you may be. Last stream of the month, and Havili comes in big. Havili with a $100 super chat. He simply says, what's up, JD? Shout out from Brisbane, Australia. Oh, my goodness.
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Thank you, Javier Lee. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here with us on this Monday Night Raw from Pittsburgh tonight. Listen, man, you know, I have my criticisms about the WWE product. It's the same thing every single week. I feel like I'm a broken record. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. God bless you. God bless you. I guess I watched the product through a different set of eyeglasses, or in my case, sunglasses. Wasn't a bad show. It wasn't. I can't sit here and tell you it was a bad show. We had a great main event. It's Sami Zayn and Penta against Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. Really good stuff. Love all 4 guys. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Their tensions, their issues continuing. We got CM Punk with a little scuffle, a little shove of the world heavyweight champion, the ring general, Gunther. Punk shoved him down. We got a very good TV match between Sheamus and Rusev. We got Evolution announcements. And we got Ludwig Kaiser. Apparently, this may be speculation at this point. I'm not completely sure. It may be the origins of El Grande Americano. But Ludwig Kaiser apparently is now wearing and adorning the El Grande Americano attire. He is now El Grande Americano. I don't want to sit here and tell you it was a bad show because it wasn't a bad show, but it certainly fits into the category of WWE being safe. I don't know what it is, man. There's movement. There's movement in these stories. I guess it's not enough movement for my liking. I don't think there's enough energy in the movement for my liking. I need something explosive to happen, man. I need some, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is I'm looking for, but there's just something missing. Maybe you guys in the chat can help me out. Maybe everybody here listening to me can help me out. There's just something missing, like that explosiveness, that unpredictability. I don't know exactly what it is, but everything just feels very safe. Again, WWE's got so many different shows coming up. We just got done with Money in the Bank. And this has been the common theme coming out of WrestleMania. Coming out of WrestleMania, we go into Backlash. From Backlash into Saturday Night's Main Event. Saturday Night's Main Event into Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank into Night of Champions. Night of Champions into Saturday Night's Main Event. Saturday Night's Main Event into Evolution. Evolution into SummerSlam. SummerSlam into Clash in Paris. WWE, for the last 3 or 4 months, going into August, has a show every 3 weeks. At most 4 weeks. That's what's fucking everything up. That's what's fucking everything up. I don't think that what we're watching is allowed to breathe. Honestly. They got fucking 1,000 things going on, and none of it is particularly interesting. They can't focus on one thing and make one thing important. They are like fucking Gumby. Their arms are being pulled in 5 or 6 different directions. And I know I'm not the only one feeling that way. And that's what's making these shows. I don't want to say they're bad shows. They're safe shows. They're middle of the road shows. They They are just 2.5 hours of a television show. And at the end of those 2.5 hours, I'm not excited about what's going on into the next week. I'm not. Again, I'm not sitting here telling you that they're bad shows. I'm not sitting here telling you that there's no direction. It's just not exciting. It's not exciting. It's like you being served a plate of chicken and there's no sauce on it. There's no topping, there's no breadcrumbs, it's just a slab of chicken breast, dry. And maybe you'll get a scoop of a side, peas, carrots, broccoli, none of it seasoned. Dry as a fucking bone chicken and unseasoned vegetables. That's Monday Night Raw. And no, that wasn't my dinner tonight. I had Mexican. Very delicious chicken tacos and a chicken and cheese quesadilla. Seasoned beautifully. WWE has so many shows that they kicked off tonight's festivities for Monday night in Pittsburgh, announcing the main event of Evolution. Evolution 2 on July 13th. You know, the same weekend as AEW All In. One of 3 WWE shows around AEW All In Texas. Because they couldn't pick any other weekend in July. They needed to do that weekend. Evolution 2 will be headlined by Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Let the Rhea Hate Brigade cry themselves to sleep tonight.
Oh, but JD from NY206. She's always getting a title match, JD.
It's great. I don't really care about your criticisms or your complaints. If you watch the WWE programming, I don't know, coming out of WrestleMania, you would have seen Rhea Ripley already stake claim to the championship. WWE just kind of threw you off the scent and didn't want to go right to it immediately. So they waited. They waited till July 13th. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, more than likely the main event for WWE Evolution 2. We had other matches announced for Evolution tonight, or at least not really announced. We had another match announced. Another 2 matches, that is, announced. We don't know the participants of said matches, but we can see where they're going with this. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Women's World Championship. We got a WWE Tag Team Championship match, Women's Tag Team Championship match. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez are the new team in the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan is out. Roxanne is in. That's step 1. They will defend in a fatal 4-way against a team from Raw, a team from SmackDown, and a team from NXT. That's news to me. I didn't think that there were any other teams in the division outside Raquel and Roxanne Perez. I got to see what teams from NXT WWE digs up from the grave to challenge for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I didn't know teams existed down there. I don't know why we're continuing on with this facade that the Women's Tag Team Championships mean something. I really don't. But WWE is going to try and try and try their little hearts out. Don't care. They announced the Women's Battle Royal. Battle Royal. Nobody knows who's in it yet. Winner of this Battle Royal gets a championship opportunity. I guess depending on what show you're on. If it's from Raw, it's from SmackDown, it's from NXT. A women's championship match at Clash in Paris. I guess they forgot that SummerSlam existed. Maybe that was too soon for them. Maybe they got other ideas for Clash in Paris. I don't know. And then more than likely, we'll get an Intercontinental Championship. Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Nothing really is jumping off the page to me as of yet. There's one match already announced for this show before tonight. That's JC Jane defending the NXT Women's Championship against Jordynne Grace. Don't know why she's still on NXT and not on SmackDown, but I'm not going to ask questions regarding current WWE right now going into the summer. Evolution doesn't really look all that important to me. And with basically this week and next week and then next Sunday being the show, WWE is simply piecing together a card for the sake of piecing together a card. If they thought that this show was supposed to be a big deal, a celebration of women, if WWE wanted to make this the destination for the top female performers in the world, and I mean this wholeheartedly, and you can clip this shit and spread it around, which I know it won't because I'm talking positively and I'm talking common sense, and the narrative is JD hates women, so it won't get clipped. One of you should clip it, because what I'm about to tell you is the fucking God-honest truth. WWE, they're a bunch of bullshit artists. That's it. This Evolution show is a sham. You can sit there and celebrate women's wrestling all you want. You can sit there and praise the roster for being the best women's talent collectively put together maybe ever in WWE. If you wanted this show to be A, important, if you wanted this show to be A, B, celebrated, important, celebrated, if you wanted this show to be C, a celebration of women's talent, and coming out of the first show, better than that first edition of Evolution, then you would have given this more than 2 fucking weeks of build. Because from the head-on look of what's going on here, they don't give a shit that this show's going on. Nothing more than a fucking money grab. A money grab on a weekend that is already oversaturated with professional wrestling. A money grab on a weekend in which they don't have to run. A money grab on a weekend where you're simply loading a weekend up in one city to hopefully take interest away from the competition because they're running their biggest show of the year. If I'm a woman, if I'm a talent in that women's locker room and I'm looking at what's going on, clearly they're not going to say anything. But if I'm a female talent in that locker room, I'm thinking in the back of my head, we're being used as bait to combat AEW. This is not a celebration of women's wrestling. This is Triple H and Nick Khan trying to fucking be outdoing each other for pettiest bitch in WWE. That's all it is. How do you get excited about a show that is legitimately coming together within fucking 10 days of happening? You'll get fucking defenders and you'll get people celebrating this shit as if it's some fucking big deal. This is what you call a big deal? This is what you call a celebration of women's wrestling. Yeah, we'll put you on the day after AEW All in Texas so that we round out the weekend so that we have not 1, not 2, but 3 shows that people will be talking about more than AEW. It's fucking pathetic. It's sad. And just based off that, I'm not excited about the show. Why would you be? This is the problem that I stated on Saturday. This is the dilemma that we face in the current WWE landscape. Everything has an ulterior motive behind it. They don't do things because it celebrates importance. They don't do anything because it celebrates prestige. They don't do anything to celebrate the fucking talent that they have at their fingertips. They do these things for one of two reasons: to line their pockets with either more money, greed, or to throw it in the competition's face and absolutely surround their show with so much pro wrestling that no one's going to talk about it. Love all pro wrestling, huh? WWE doesn't love all pro wrestling. WWE loves themselves. And they love the money that comes their way each and every fucking week. I can't get excited about that. I don't know how you guys see it. You may be excited for it. You may deem it a celebration of women's wrestling. I don't deem it a celebration of women's wrestling. I deem it a fucking scam. It's a farce. Evolution 2. If you really wanted to build shit up, it's going to take longer than fucking 10 days to build up importance for a show with nothing but women's matches on it. Seth Rollins and his group, they continue to tease which title Seth Rollins is going after. Tonight, he showed up during Gunther's promo to Bill Goldberg. I don't know where Seth Rollins is going to cash in. I don't. CM Punk. I don't know what CM Punk is doing at SummerSlam. A lot of people saw what they did tonight with Punk shoving Gunther down to the mat. I don't know if that's an indication that they're going Punk Gunther at SummerSlam, or if that was just a tease for further down the line. Maybe Clash in Paris. Maybe something after SummerSlam. But the one thing that I saw, the one thing that I took notice of tonight, was the fact that Bron Breakker, he got a little agitated over the fact that Seth Rollins was not in the building during their tag team match, and that he and Bronson Reed were basically doing Rollins' dirty work while Rollins took a private jet to formulate whatever Plan B is. What's Plan B? What's Plan B? Did WWE just tease dissension already with Bron Breakker getting frustrated over the fact that he may be the one being used to further Seth Rollins, and he's already becoming agitated with the plans of Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins? Because we all know exactly what this group is going to do. This is a foundation to get Bron Breakker up to the next level. This is a group that's going to see Bron Breakker turn into a babyface coming out of it. He's the next in line. Are they fast-tracking Matt already? I don't know. That's what I got out of that backstage segment. We'll talk about that. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross coming out of Night of Champions, seemingly still on the table. I wasn't sure what they were going to do with Karrion Kross. It's nice to see him still on television coming out of Night of Champions. I thought Sami Zayn was going to be one of the top opponents for Gunther potentially at SummerSlam, which still very well may be the case. But he is now battling alongside Jey Uso and Penta to take down Seth Rollins and his guys. And he was in the main event tonight with Penta against Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. El Grande Americano. He's now Ludwig Kaiser. What are they doing with that? And we'll talk about everything else that happened on tonight's show, including the Judgment Day winning the WWE Tag Team Championships once again, as the Judgment Day may now be just as strong as they ever were, as they hold most of the gold on Monday night. We will definitely get into all that tonight. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for June 30th. It is the last day of June 2025. Thank you for a great June. Looking at the numbers this morning, ended up being the best June in the history of the channel. For all the JD naysayers and the JD's channel is dead camp. Sorry, bro. Not happening. I was this close from canceling the stream tonight, man. I don't know how any of you feel. I was in Manhattan around Madison Square Garden for about 3 hours yesterday afternoon in the fucking sweltering heat. I was participating in the Pokemon Go Fest for 2025. Yes, I still play Pokemon Go. Man, what a shithole New York City has turned into, man. I was fucking flabbergasted. What the fuck happened to the city, man? I mean, there's legitimately homeless every 10 feet. That area was always bad, but I don't remember it being that bad. But anyway, I was this close from canceling the stream tonight, man. I got such a fucking headache, man. I went to bed last night, okay? Woke up this morning from 10 o'clock on throughout the rest of the day, man. I had a headache that spread across the top of my forehead from end to end. Could not get rid of it today. I don't know if there's something in the air. I don't know if it's my allergies. I don't know if it's the humidity. Your boy's feeling like shit right now. We're going to try and muscle through this tonight. Goal is set. We're already 6 out of 10 for Mario Kart Monday. You guys know the deal. You guys want Mario Kart Monday? You got to achieve the goal. That is up there for you guys to partake in. Super chats in general are open. It's the best way to support the show. Get them on in. It's the last stream of the month. Celebrate and support the great content that we have given in this month of June. Hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 5. We're at 500 likes. Let's try for another 500 more, man. 1,000 likes is the goal. 1,000 likes is the goal on this Monday night. Leave a comment down below as well. Helps me out in the algorithm. We love being in the YouTube algorithm. Go get your t-shirts. Bonfire.com. Tuesday Night Titan t-shirts now available on bonfire.com. Celebrate 100 episodes with the Solid Monster and I. Tomorrow, we begin the road to episode 200. Episode 101 with JD and the Solid Monster tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. live. It's the first stream of July. Should be a good one. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Some people have asked, where can I get the music playlist for the podcast? There's a Spotify playlist that I put in the description down below. Go check it out. And tonight's show is sponsored by Blue Chew. BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. All you guys got to do is pay the $5 shipping and handling. Monday Night Raw starts off with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Rhea Ripley comes out to a big reaction. She welcomed us to Monday Night Mommy. Rhea Ripley said Judgment Day was finally behind her, and she wanted to get her priorities straight ahead of WWE Evolution. Io Sky quickly interrupts. This was a very straightforward segment. You could not paint this any more straightforward. Io's in the ring, and she said, you could not have Evolution without her. But Rhea Ripley was wrong about one thing. Rhea Ripley was not on top. Not without the title. I know there are some people in the chat that would prefer Io Sky to be on top, literally and figuratively. Get your mind out of the gutter, chat. Adam Pearce told Io Sky earlier in the day that she could defend her WWE Women's World title against the opponent of her choosing at Evolution on July 13th. Io Sky wanted to defend against the best of the best of the best. And that means defending against Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley said she had nothing but respect for Io Sky, but warned her that she would stop at nothing to get her title back. Rhea Ripley then accepted the title match against Io at Evolution. This was very straightforward. I'm not surprised that this was taking place. I either said Rhea Ripley's going to be in the Battle Royal or she's getting a title match against Io Sky. Said this as much on Saturday during the Night of Champions post-show. Clearly, the latter is the one that they went with, and that is probably going to end up being the main event of Evolution. For all the Rhea Ripley naysayers and for the Rhea Ripley hate brigade and these people who live and die by hating Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley is one of the top female performers, not in WWE, but the world. She's probably the most popular women's wrestler in the world. If you don't want to accept that fact, maybe you should go grow a fucking brain, because that's the actual fact of the matter. Do I like someone that is constantly in the championship picture? No. Especially with the fucking talent that they have on this roster, half of which isn't even being creatively booked the right way. I get the frustration. But when you start claiming that Rhea Ripley doesn't deserve to be at the top of the card or deserve to be in a world championship match, folks, you might as well just quit watching WWE altogether if you focus primarily on women's wrestling. Until the day Rhea Ripley hangs up her fucking boots and her chains, she's going to be in the world title picture. How often? That's up to WWE creative. Build someone else up. Build a multitude of women up around Rhea Ripley to give Rhea Ripley some competition, to keep her busy while she's not going after the women's championship. That's what a good creative team will do. Who else is there on Monday night? Who else is there?
Oh, but I want Asuka JD from NY206.
It's great. Asuka just got back. She was out for a year and a half. Yeah, let's immediately throw her into the title picture so that she, loses or wins the championship undeservedly. Doesn't work that way. Everybody wants Asuka because they love Asuka. Everybody wants Asuka in the championship title match. Meanwhile, Asuka hasn't done a fucking thing to deserve a women's title match. You're just as bad as the people who don't want Rhea Ripley there. You want Asuka there because you love Asuka. You want Asuka there because you find Asuka to be your favorite. And you don't like Rhea Ripley. Doesn't work that way. Right now, there is nobody else. Can't be Kairi Sane. It can't be Natalya. It can't be Stephanie Vaquer. It can't be anybody but Rhea Ripley. And what makes you so sure that Rhea Ripley's even going to win the women's championship? That's not what I see happening. I don't see Rhea Ripley winning the women's championship. Why would they go back to Rhea? Unless the plan is for Rhea to win, and then Roxanne go after Rhea, and Roxanne beats Rhea, and Roxanne is the women's champion until Liv comes back, and then we get Roxanne and Liv. I don't know what the plan is. The only way Rhea wins is if Roxanne is next. That's it. But what I'm looking at, and I genuinely do believe that WWE, Triple H, is thinking along the same lines, the same wavelengths as the IWC here, even though he won't outwardly admit he pays attention to what we say. I think the match that WWE wants to do is going to be Io versus Stephanie. That's what I think is going to happen. If anybody gets the championship, that's the woman. That's the woman WWE is going to put the title on. Because what I'm thinking right now, Io, Asuka, SummerSlam. To get to SummerSlam, Io would have to beat Rhea. Rhea's not done with the Judgment Day. I think that was a line thrown into the promo tonight to kind of throw you off the scent that she really isn't done with the Judgment Day, or I should say Judgment Day isn't really done with Rhea Ripley. Yes, we're still doing Judgment Day versus Rhea Ripley. This is a different version of Judgment Day. That's how lacking WWE creative is right now, that they got to go back to Rhea and the fucking Judgment Day. If you don't think that there's anything wrong with WWE creative, Exhibit A. Io Asuka, I think, is the best match that WWE could do at SummerSlam. Not Rhea Asuka, Io Asuka. I think Rhea gets screwed by Judgment Day. I think we get Rhea and Roxanne at SummerSlam. I think that could be a great undercard match. We don't need her to be in the championship match right now. I think Stephanie wins the Battle Royal. I think Stephanie beats Io at Clash in Paris. That's what I think is going to happen. Stephanie versus Io Clash in Paris, and we go into a brand new season as Stephanie is the new WWE Women's World Champion. The woman is ready to break out. WWE has kept her off TV for a couple weeks now. They are waiting. They are biding their time. They are waiting because you are going to see a lot more of her. Good. I could watch that woman all day long. That's exactly what they're planning. In my opinion, anyway. So for all the Rhea naysayers, don't be so sure that she's winning the Women's Championship at Evolution. I would not go that far. What good does Rhea holding the championship again on Monday night do? It's only going to feel more like we're going backwards. WWE, they got so much women coming up, ready to be ready to just be thrusted into the main event scene. You want to go back to Rhea Ripley? Rhea should be a centralized figure in everything, but not the Women's Championship. Again, she's been there, done that. There'll be a time and a place for that. Rhea's getting into a situation right now. She's going to hold more championships. She is. She's way too young not to. But she's in this phase right now where I do believe with Roxanne and Julia and Jordan Grace and Stephanie Vaquer and all these other women on the rise, Rhea Ripley is going to be a centralized figure in getting those women where they need. She's not going to put them all over. They'll get a little piece of mommy along the way. But the one woman that they're focused on right now is Stephanie Vaquer. She is going to get a women's championship run, and I do believe we may be headed towards a collision with them at some point within the next 6 to 9 months. I do. I still think that Liv and Roxanne is the best plan for WrestleMania. If you're thinking way into the future, I think Liv winning the Royal Rumble and Liv getting her championship, taking it from Roxanne is the best plan. But I won't even be so sure of that. You know how WWE is. WWE could do that, but not have the championship on the line. If they want to do Rhea and Stephanie at WrestleMania next year, WWE is going to do Rhea and Stephanie. Because that right now, looking at the women's division, that is probably the biggest match that you can do right now. I wouldn't be so sure Rhea Ripley's beating Io Sky. I think Io Asuka is the better match for SummerSlam. I do. And then you do Rhea and Roxanne. Just like I said before, WWE came out. We got, what? 12 days, 13 days? Before Evolution 2? 2 weeks. Got this week, and then all of next week, and then Sunday. Next Sunday's the show. WWE wanted to make Evolution a bigger deal. This would have been built over a longer stretch of time. But they can't do that because they're loading their fucking calendar up with everything else. And all these other shows, they have all of their importance sucked out of the window. Because WWE's got to build towards Night of Champions. WWE's got to build towards Money in the Bank. WWE's got to build towards 2 Saturday night's main events. Backlash. WWE's got so many shows on the calendar, and everything suffers because of it. Everything. From TV to the PLEs. What they're not doing on PLEs, they got to do for TV. And what they're not doing for Money in the Bank or PLE, they got to put on Saturday night's main event because they got to build those shows up too. All of these extra shows feel like they are taking away from everything else. If we didn't have Evolution on the card, which honestly we shouldn't, I never saw the need for another show. The only need for this show is WWE's using it as a vehicle. It is a catalyst during All In weekend to take buzz away from All In. That's it. This is not a celebration of women's wrestling. This is not a celebration of that great, talented women's locker room. This is nothing more than a celebration to be petty by Triple H, Nick Khan, and TKO. Evolution 2 was never needed. If you wanted a celebration of women's wrestling, it would have been given more importance. It would have been built on prestige. It would have been built off the talent in that locker room. And it wouldn't have this feeling of it's just there, if that was the case. We didn't need this show. Whatever you were doing on this show, you could have saved for NXT. You could have saved for Saturday night's main event. You could save for SummerSlam. But like I said, WWE's like fucking Gumby. They're being pulled in 4 or 5 different directions. Dominik Mysterio. Dominik Mysterio wished Finn Balor and J.D. McDonagh luck in their title match against the New Day. As Dom left, Dominik was confronted by AJ Styles. Dominik presented a doctor's note proving that he was not medically cleared. Dom wondered if Styles needed glasses to read the note. Styles then, in fact, pulled out old man glasses to read the doctor's note. And the note said, Dom is a punk ass, says AJ Styles. Styles warned Dom he would do a lot worse to him once he got his hands on him. I don't know when this championship match is going to be. Could be Saturday night's main event. Could be SummerSlam. We don't know. We're going to need an Intercontinental Championship match for SummerSlam. And right now, with 4 weeks to go, WWE's got nothing else lined up for AJ or Dominik Mysterio. So let's keep it going. Let's build a story and let's build an angle around these two going into SummerSlam. Tag Team Championships. New Day defend against the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and J.D. McDonagh. Every time I talk about the Raw Tag Team division, I end up falling asleep. The Raw Tag Team division is absolutely bottom of the barrel. It is not exciting whatsoever. Honestly, dead. Maybe the worst division in all of wrestling, as far as tag team wrestling goes. I will say this, though. Tonight, this match probably was the best New Day match in their entire reign. New Day's a great tag team. When the New Day show up to work, they work. When the New Day show up to work, they could outwork anybody. Great tag team. Great characters, great energy, the heel heat that they were accumulating. It was great. You know what WWE did with that? Like a fucking piece of toilet paper. Wrinkled it up, threw it in the toilet, and flushed it down the fucking drain. That's exactly what they did with the New Day's run. If there is one thing that is to be blamed for the New Day and their failure as a heel act and a heel run, it is WWE Creative. They failed the New Day so miserably that after this, who wants to see them back doing what they were doing again? It's over. How you dropped the ball coming out of one of the best heel turns of the modern era back in December. How? They legitimately did nothing. It almost was a fucking layup how easy it would have been for them to be integrated with Big E or Big E be integrated with them. It almost acted as if, or they almost acted as if Big E was coming back, and then behind closed doors, they were given the news that Big E can't come back, and then everything just kind of withered away and died. And we were left with the remnants of a fucking directionless, heatless, New Day heel turn. They did nothing. First, it's Rey Mysterio and the Luchadors. Then it's the fucking War Raiders. And then it's American Made. I mean, they were all over the place. Legitimately all over the place. They did nothing. You'd have to use every ounce of your brain power to try and come up with one thing that was memorable during this New Day WWE Tag Team title run. And more times than not, you will come up with zero. That's how bad they were. And WWE Creative is to blame. This was the best tag team match in their entire run, and they lost. New Day worked over McDonagh. That was before a commercial break. Balor makes a hot tag, got a nice pop. New Day was definitely the heels here. Judgment Day were the baby faces. You would think on the surface it's two heel tag teams, but the Judgment Day were, by reaction tonight, the baby faces. He ran wild on the New Day, did Balor. Balor hit a sling blade, went for a drop kick. Kingston cut him off. Leaping double foot stomp. McDonagh hit Woods with an Asai moonsault. Woods got his boots up on the moonsault. Balor made a blonde tag, went for a coup de grace on Woods. Woods moved, and Balor hit McDonagh by mistake. Woods rolled up Balor for a near fall. New Day hit Balor with the midnight hour next. Big E was mentioned. Each team took turns cheating behind the referee's back, leading to Woods hitting Balor with a tag team title belt from behind. But Balor kicked out again. McDonagh got back in, hit Woods with an avalanche Spanish fly. Kingston broke up the cover. Balor gave Kingston a sling blade outside the ring. McDonagh hit Woods with a moonsault, and Balor hit Woods with a coup de grace for the 1, 2, 3, and the Judgment Day once again are WWE World Tag Team Champions. Dominik joined Balor and McDonagh in the aisleway. Fireworks went off, and the Judgment Day celebrated as champions once again. Pittsburgh was okay for this. They got worse throughout the night, but they were pretty okay for this when the Judgment Day won. They were very pro-Judgment Day here. A lot of people are probably going to be asking themselves, why did they take the titles off the New Day? They weren't doing anything with them. You might not like Judgment Day. You might find yourself saying the Judgment Day needs to end. This can't go on any longer. You got to give that notion up. WWE is going to run the Judgment Day into the fucking ground until it can't run Judgment Day anymore. The Judgment Day is still the most overact group, faction in the company. You might not want to hear that. The Judgment Day is still the strongest group in WWE. And they are the one group that has been centralized with multiple storylines and multiple directions for as long as they've been together. I would honestly think if WWE got rid of Judgment Day, a lot of their creative would be fucking lost. Just looking at it from a viewer's point of view. You might not want to see Judgment Day go on any further because in your eyes, it's old. It's been going on for too long. But you got to understand the importance of Judgment Day to WWE TV. This group now has the Women's Tag Team Championships, the Intercontinental Championship, and the WWE World Tag Team Championships. Every single member of the Judgment Day is a champion in WWE. And this is without Liv Morgan. The Judgment Day ain't going anywhere. The tag team titles are better on the Judgment Day than they are on the New Day. The New Day was involved in nothing. The New Day was parading around backstage with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. The New Day were not over. WWE squandered so much heel heat that when they came out, people legitimately gave up caring. When the company showcases a talent and there's no effort behind a talent or talents, you don't think the fans feed off that? You don't think the fans saw WWE's lack of direction for the New Day? You don't think the fans in turn basically gave energy back to the WWE the same way that WWE was giving to the New Day? That's exactly what it boils down to. You give them nothing, we, as a fan base, give them nothing. You can blame WWE, you can blame Triple H, and you can blame the creative team for failing the New Day. Jackie Redmond. She interviewed Bayley. Last week, Bayley had her IC title hopes destroyed thanks to Lyra Valkyria. She said she should be the Intercontinental Champion, but Lyra got in her way. Bayley's goal remains unchanged. She wants the Intercontinental Championship. Lyra is off to the side listening to Bayley shit talk her, and she interrupts Bayley's promo. Lyra was offended because Bayley wouldn't return her messages, but would talk about her behind her back. They had a heated argument basically over who hated Becky Lynch more, Bayley or Lyra. They screamed at each other and it got loud. Adam Pearce came in and he yelled over both of them and screamed for them to stop. He then made a match. Tonight, Becky gets one of these women, presumably at Evolution. Tonight it will be Bayley and Lyra. The winner of this match becomes the number one contender for Becky's Intercontinental Championship. Gee, I wonder how that one went, chat. It was a Goldberg video package. They had music by 3 Days Grace playing over this. Their song Dominate. 3 Days Grace, highlighted in a Bill Goldberg video package. If 3 Days Grace is the best that you could do as a backing track for Bill Goldberg, who is basically WCW's version of Stone Cold Steve Austin, then we as a community have failed. That's the best you got? Because when I look at early day Bill Goldberg, I see brutal, carnage, chaos, high energy. Yeah, you know what would be great? 3 Days Grace over Bill Goldberg. We as a community, basically, most of the community exists with vaginas. There's zero testosterone and zero balls in the wrestling community. 3 Days Grace, folks. Great. I could fucking vomit 12 songs that would probably be better for Bill Goldberg than Dominate by 3 Days Grace. Ridiculous. Chad Gable. He spoke to American Made backstage. Adam Pearce joined to say he was sorry to hear about Chad Gable's injury and he wished him luck. Gable said he made his own luck. He's an Olympic hero. He'll be fine. Pearce figured, I guess we're not going to see El Grande Americano for a while, huh? Gable said, don't worry about Americano. He's a busy man, but hey, you never know. After Pearce left, Gable gave his teammates their orders while he was gone. Brutus Creed says they would be lost without him. Gable told them to listen to Ivy Nile. Gable leaves. And in the distance, for a third week in a row, Ludwig Kaiser was eavesdropping on American Made. Kaiser goes from Imperium and one of the more dominating tag teams of their time in NXT to Imperium on the main roster with Gunther and Giovanni Vinci, who seemingly disappeared. To now he's creeping around after hours in catering. How the mighty have fallen, huh? Finn Balor and JD McDonagh approached Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis backstage. Balor said Raquel Rodriguez has worked very hard to be tag team champion, and it would be mean to strip her of those titles because of Liv Morgan's injury. Balor suggested they give Raquel a new tag team partner and have them continue on as champions. And he wants Roxanne Perez to be Raquel's partner. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis huddled over the idea and eventually agreed to it. However, they wanted Rodriguez and Perez to prove themselves as a tag team, so they would have to defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships at Evolution against a team from Raw, a team from SmackDown, and a team from NXT. Let's play the game of Guess Who, folks. Being that there are no teams on the main roster, I'm going to assume the team from Raw is going to be Maxine Dupree and Natalya, the Dungeon Dolls. Super exciting, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. Such a great competitive tag team match. The team from Raw is going to be the Dungeon Dolls. The team from SmackDown is going to be the Secret Harvest. Because there's no other fucking teams. Now, if it's not the Secret Harvest, WWE's been teasing this weird alliance between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. They could be added to this match to give it some much-needed star power. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the case or if they'll just end up both in the Battle Royal. Maybe they help each other out in the Battle Royal. I don't know. It's either the Secret Harvest or Charlotte Alexa. And then the team from NXT, I mean, are there any teams from NXT? Are there any teams from NXT minus Sol Ruka and Zarya, who I'm assuming will be the team? I don't know why we're still trying with the tag team titles. I really don't get it. Like, bro, they're dead. The tag team titles are dead. Why try when there's nothing good to come of it? Fatal Influence? Man, you guys really want this match to suck, huh? You guys really want this match to suck, huh? You want Jasmine Nix and Fallon Henley in the match over Charlotte Flair and Alexa. And you guys are something else, man. I swear to God. The tag team championships are dead. I don't know why we are trying. I would burn them, retire them, and focus on the Intercontinental and United States Championship. That's it. You know, we went from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus the Bella Twins to what we're getting now. I have no idea what we're doing with the Bella Twins. I have no idea if Nikki is going to be in the Battle Royal or not. I was told that Trish Stratus was going to be back in Pittsburgh tonight to do something Evolution-esque. I heard Saraya's name thrown around today. Saraya apparently was quoted saying she hasn't heard about anything regarding a WWE comeback. No communication with WWE and Saraya. Sure thing. Sure thing. I don't believe it. Again, I'm not excited about Evolution, folks. I think it's just a complete scam. It's a complete scam. Rusev. He went one-on-one with Sheamus. They gave these guys 20 minutes. Pittsburgh was fucking dead. Dead! I don't know what else to tell you. You would think that Ronda You'd think that Ronda Rousey was out there. Pittsburgh was dead for this match. Out of 20 minutes, they maybe woke up in the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes. For 17 minutes, this crowd couldn't be bothered to fucking breathe. Breathe. Lifeless. This was a good TV match. These guys beat the shit out of each other, man. Sheamus continues the banger after banger after banger. These guys beat the shit out of each other. Sheamus brought Rusev to the apron, or off the apron with a power slam to the outside. Rusev took over during a commercial break after Sheamus went shoulder first into the ring post. Sheamus starts no-selling Rusev's kicks, yelled at him to do more. Sheamus got up to his feet. He fired back, hits a backbreaker, followed by a diving knee drop. Rusev kicks out at a 1. Rusev came back with a spinning heel kick. He goes for a cover. He gets a 2 count. Fall-away slam, another cover, 2 count. Rusev hits a superplex into another commercial break because we can't do anything without a fucking commercial on this show. I'll get to the commercials in a second. Because they announced the match for Saturday night's main event, man. I can't wait to watch it in a fucking commercial. Rusev was in control during the commercial break. Not much happened until Sheamus hits a white noise right back from the commercial. They go back and forth, beating the shit out of each other. Sheamus hits a big power slam, creates some separation. He then gets Rusev up. 15 beats of the Bodhrán. Then he went for the bro kick. Rusev ducked it. Sheamus fought him off again. Consecutive knee strikes for a near fall. Rusev comes back with a Uranage and a jumping Machka kick. He applied the accolade. Before he did the accolade, he yelled, Rusev, over! Why can't he say game over? Rusev over? He applied the accolade. Sheamus managed to get to his feet while hoisting Rusev on his back. They spilled out to the ring, or out of the ring. Sheamus hit Rusev with a bro kick. Rusev barely avoided a 10 count. Made it back into the ring. They're on the apron now. They're battling back and forth. Rusev tumbled with Sheamus on the apron. Eventually gets a thumb to the eye on the apron. Rusev then takes off the padding that is on the brace of the metal that's connecting the steel post and the turnbuckle pad. He exposes that metal rod, and he rams Sheamus chest first into that steel. All of these happened right in front of the referee. Referee did not call for disqualification. Rusev followed up with a big machka kick, and he pins Sheamus. 1, 2, 3. Rusev gets a big victory on Monday night over his very good friend, Sheamus. This was good. This was very good. Crowd got into it about 17 minutes in. Finally, they realized that they were at a professional wrestling show, and they woke up. Graves tried to claim that the referee did not see Rusev poke Sheamus in the eye, but he saw everything that happened. No DQs were called. He let the match go. He let them fight. He let them fight until a winner was determined. It's the way it should be. It's the way it should be. After the match is over, Rusev kisses Sheamus on the cheek. They're very good friends. Away from the ring in real life. It's probably not the last time we'll see them wrestle. I could see this going for another couple of matches. It's going to be one of them big men feuds that, if you guys remember Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. No, not Bron Breakker. Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman. It's going to be one of those feuds. It's going to be basically what that was right now. Two big guys, two brutes going at it, all-out warfare. Who's the strongest and most toughest of them both? And I think it's going to be great. I thought this was a very good TV match. I just wish that Pittsburgh was into it because what they were doing was very solid. But Pittsburgh sucks, and they must have fallen asleep, not realizing that they were at a pro wrestling show. Maybe they thought they were at some fucking church sermon or something on Sunday afternoon. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis announced that there will be a battle royal at Evolution. The winner would get a title match at Clash in Paris. I guess they forgot SummerSlam followed Evolution. Maybe they got other plans for SummerSlam. I'm only kidding. Asuka and Io, and then Jade and Tiffany are your women's matches at SummerSlam. So Clash in Paris is the next best bet. That's why Clash in Paris is being determined. Not really the most exciting announcement. But like I said earlier in the show, I'm going with Stephanie Vaquer to win the Women's Battle Royal at Evolution. Checking the chat here. We got 2,000 live on a Monday night. The show started early. Yes, the show started early tonight because we are getting SmackDown taped right now. SmackDown's being taped for Friday, 4th of July, so that WWE could give the talent off for the 4th of July holiday. So after tonight, they go home and spend the rest of the week with their families. That's why. Moving on with the rest of the show. We got 1,100 likes. Actually, no, 1,000 likes is the goal. We got 653 likes. Make sure you guys get them on in. Super chats are open, and we are four donations, 4 super chats away from reaching the goal for Super Mario Kart Monday. Make sure you guys get them on in, and we will definitely get Mario Kart Monday started as soon as the stream is over. Jackie Redmond interviewed American Made. Ivy Niles spoke about the Battle Royal until El Grande Americano suddenly appeared. He nodded at all of them and then left. Under the mask, it was Ludwig Kaiser. Jackie Redmond asked him for a comment. Brutus Creed was excited. He wanted to say something. Ivy Nile cut him off and said, no. No. They left. And they went to go look for El Grande Americano. I have no idea. I'm a man of many words. I have no idea what they're doing and what they're planning for Ludwig Kaiser here. I don't. Ludwig Kaiser is going to play the role of El Grande Americano. Couldn't tell you. Jackie Redmond interviewed Sami Zayn. Before the interview even got started, he was attacked by Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross attacked Sami Zayn with a pipe, and he wanted Sami Zayn to tell him what he needed to hear. He wanted Sami Zayn to admit to him that he was right. He was right about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn obviously did not say anything. He proceeded to get his ass handed to him And he's in the main event tonight, teaming with Penta against Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. Byron Saxton interviewed Stephanie Vaquera during the break. Her English is getting a lot better, as you could obviously tell. She was excited for the Battle Royal. Sounds like whoever wins will get a pick which champion of their choosing. She said she didn't come to Raw to be second place, and if she won the Battle Royal, she planned on facing the Raw champion. Stephanie has traveled the world and would not stop until she was the world champion. I could see exactly what I said earlier in the show playing out. Io and Stephanie for the WWE Women's World Champion at Clash in Paris. And I also want to say, on a show like this, where we're celebrating women's wrestling and women's talent, is a Battle Royal the best use of Stephanie Vaquera? No. No, it's not. That woman should be at the top of the card in a major program. Here she is in a lowly Battle Royal. But that's why I'm going with her to win. I'm going with Stephanie Vaquera to win the Battle Royal and get Io at Clash in Paris. Gunther. He's out there and he is cutting a promo on on Goldberg. Gunther spoke about the impressive Goldberg video package that we got that was narrated musically by 3 Days Grace. Great. Goldberg was violent, brutal, and destructive. But just like his matches, all of his highlights were summed up in 3 minutes. Gunther was not afraid of what was left of Bill Goldberg. He was a 58-year-old man riding out his career at Gunther's expense. That was not going to happen because Goldberg was not capable of taking the title from Gunther. Gunther knew he could beat Goldberg in 3 minutes, but that was not his goal. Gunther would take his time, blow him up, and embarrass him in front of everyone who loved him. Goldberg said he did not like bullies. But too bad that you bumped into the biggest bully around here, Bill. Gunther planned on bullying him and treating him like trash, and that there was nothing he could do about it. Goldberg wanted to prove he still had it, but Gunther would prove he never had it. And once it was over, it would be Gunther's turn to ask, who's next? This man is great. If you don't like Gunther's promo style, get on board, bro. He's fucking fantastic. Out comes Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman come on out. He eventually gets in the ring, does Rollins with Heyman. Gunther made fun of Rollins for traveling so far to Night of Champions. He got on a plane 13 hours to go not win the World's Heavyweight Championship and cash in on John Cena. Rollins laughed at the statement, and he informed Gunther that they did not go to Night of Champions to cash in on John Cena. He did not go to Night of Champions to cash in on John Cena. So what does that mean? Is he eyeing Gunther? Rollins made it clear that as long as he was alive, CM Punk would not be a champion in WWE. And he did say that. He did say that. So we are to take Seth Rollins at what he said tonight. I wasn't there to cash in. I was there to see CM Punk walk out titleless. He is not going to be the world champion as long as I'm alive and breathing. So Rollins made it clear that it was about CM Punk. They flew across the world to stand on that business. Rollins told Gunther that winning Money in the Bank meant an all-out assault on both championships. Punk's music hit, and all of a sudden he runs out to attack Rollins. Rollins eventually bails through the crowd. He runs away, and Punk gets on the turnbuckle and started yelling that Rollins was a coward. Punk was about to leave the ring, angry. Gunther grabs a hold of him by the arm. Punk then turns around and shoves Gunther down to the mat. And Gunther actually fell due to CM Punk pushing him so hard. And Gunther did not do anything back. He just laid there shocked that CM Punk was this angry enough to shove him down to the mat. Punk marched to the back, or to the up the aisleway and to the back. Rollins is in the aisleway laughing that he got away from CM Punk. All of a sudden, LA Knight shows up from behind Seth Rollins in the crowd with a bucket of popcorn. He starts eating popcorn, and then he turns around and sees LA Knight standing behind him, and they start brawling into the mezzanine VIP section at the PPG Paints Arena, and they're brawling in the concessions, and there's beer being thrown around and people standing around taking pictures. LA Knight gets thrown into the bar area. Seth Rollins gets thrown into the bar area, and eventually Rollins runs away from Seth Rollins after Seth grabs someone's beer and throws beer in LA Knight's eyes, blinding him, leaving him enough time to get away. They announced this match for Saturday night's main event. It will be LA Knight going one-on-one with Seth Rollins. Gee, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch 3 minutes of a 12-minute match in between two fucking commercials. There you go. LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Saturday night's main event. Probably a 12-minute match. 8 minutes of which will be in 2 commercial breaks. I thought this was a great segment. Gunther's promo for second week in a row on Goldberg was great. Gunther is fantastic. CM Punk coming down. Obviously, him and Rollins are never going to end. They are like fight forever. Rollins and Punk. It's not going nowhere. They will be linked together as long as Punk is chasing the World Heavyweight Championship. This is another McIntyre CM Punk situation all over again. It's fine. I don't mind it. They work very well together. And it's a story that clearly makes sense coming out of WrestleMania. So it's not going anywhere. This does create an interesting situation. Now, CM Punk clearly, without actually telling you what his plans were, gave his plans away. He's going to do whatever he needs to take that belt, make sure it doesn't get into the hands of CM Punk. He could show up on SmackDown and do that to Cody Rhodes or John Cena. He could still very well do that. I don't think that's going to be the case. I do think that WWE has a clear direction on Friday night. It's going to be Cody. It's going to be Cena. It's going to be Randy Orton. That's what I think the plan is going to be. I know that WWE teased a Rollins and Cody crossing of paths a couple of weeks ago. I think that would throw a nice wrench into those gears. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. Because if Rollins ends up becoming the WWE champion, then WWE has to move Rollins over to SmackDown and away from legitimately everybody that has a problem with him on Monday night. Unless they plan to move everybody over to Friday Night SmackDown, like Penta and Jey Uso and LA Knight and Sami Zayn and CM Punk. That is not going to happen. I don't think that Rollins is cashing in on the WWE Championship. If they wanted Rollins to become the champion, he would have done it at Night of Champions. They are clearly waiting for a better time to do it. Maybe when CM Punk gets another championship match. Maybe it's against Gunther. They clearly showed you what their direction was tonight. Punk shoving Gunther. Punk and Gunther at SummerSlam. I said this on Saturday night during the Night of Champions stream. There is only 2 opponents. There is only 2 opponents for Gunther coming out of Saturday night's main event. WWE would be absolutely fucking brain dead if they gave Bill Goldberg the championship on Saturday night, July 12th. That's not going to happen. Rollins could cash in. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think WWE is saving everything for SummerSlam. I don't give a shit that there'll be 2 Money in the Bank cash-ins at SummerSlam. As long as they make sense, I am for it. Having Seth Rollins cash in on Gunther or Goldberg doesn't make sense. Because if Rollins goes into SummerSlam, there's only one person, I guess 2 people, that he could defend the championship against, and that would either be CM Punk or Roman Reigns. I don't want Roman Reigns coming back and getting an instant championship match. It doesn't work that way. I think giving Rollins the championship right now is a mistake. I think giving Rollins the championship at SummerSlam, where he cheats the system and he gets away as the real winner on Saturday or Sunday, that's the way to go. The way that I see things playing out, Gunther only had 2 opponents, CM Punk and Sami Zayn. I don't know what they're doing with Sami Zayn. I figured that Sami, they're playing up the fact that Sami is going to be a world champion. He is. He's going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to beat Rollins at WrestleMania to win the world championship. That's what's going to happen. If Sami doesn't get Gunther, then Punk is getting Gunther. If Rollins is not the world champion going into SummerSlam, he's getting Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to be the guy that costs Seth Rollins his next cash-in attempt. Rollins and Reigns is happening at SummerSlam. Reigns is going to get his victory back for what happened at WrestleMania. But on that weekend, whether it's August 2nd or August 3rd, Seth Rollins can lose to Roman Reigns, but after the end of that weekend, Rollins is going to walk away the World Heavyweight Champion. And whether it's Sami or CM Punk, he's going to take the championship of their dreams away again. And CM Punk, more than likely after what we saw tonight, is going to be the guy. He's going to get robbed again from Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is going to walk out the World Heavyweight Champion. And then whatever this plan is for this group is going to finally come to fruition. Now, why would CM Punk get a World Championship match after he just got one against John Cena? Clear. It's clear as day. It's an easy story to tell. He got robbed. He wanted Cena. They made the match happen. CM Punk got robbed from Seth Rollins, and now he's owed another opportunity, but he can't get another opportunity at Cena because he's not on the show. He's not on Friday night. And Cena's got Cody. So the next best thing is for him to go against Gunther. That's what they're going to do. Just from this, that's what they're going to do. Let me know how you guys see it play out. Let me know how you guys see it play out. But that's the way I see it going. CM Punk, Gunther, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Io Sky, Asuka, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton. Those are my 5 matches right now booked in my mind for SummerSlam. Rollins walks out the World Heavyweight Champion, takes the opportunity again away from CM Punk. Naomi cashes in on Jade with the help of Bianca, and Bianca turns heel. SummerSlam. Hopefully this is where a bunch of stories end up playing out. What did I say? Did I say something that should have been followed up with pause? I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't even know what I said. I'm just letting the thoughts flow out, bro. Judgment Day. They celebrated backstage. Roxanne Perez happily held her new championship title. Rodriguez was upset that they were planning on replacing Liv Morgan so quickly, and she said she's rehabbing hard. Sure she is. Balor knew from experience how hard it was to come back from a shoulder injury, and he just wanted to see Rodriguez stay champion. Rodriguez reluctantly agreed after there was a vote to declare unanimously that Roxanne Perez was the newest member of the Judgment Day. Oh, the last super chat, JD. Johnny Boy 222 with a 199 super chat. The back shots Braun could give me would be ungodly. I don't know, maybe we should go call up Cora Jade and see if that's a legitimate thing. I don't know. Johnny Boy, you got some fucking problems, bro. Thank you for the 199. Roxanne Perez is now the newest member of the Judgment Day. There was a Kairi Sane video package with a pirate ship and a telescope and something about gold and buried treasure. Boring. Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. Winner of this match gets Becky Lynch at Evolution. You knew it wasn't going to be only one of them, huh, chat? You knew it was only going to be Becky, right? And Bayley. Or Becky and Lyra, right? You thought it was going to be a one-on-one match? Give me a break. Give me a break. Bayley targeted Lyra's back. Quickly applied a Boston Crab early in the match until Lyra got a rope break. They collided with dueling cross-body attempts at the same time. So at this point, we go into a commercial break. Lyra took over. Bayley fought back. And when they returned from the commercial, she's up top, hits a superplex on Lyra. They tried back and forth with cradles, both kicked out. Lyra spilled out of the ring after a Bayley back suplex, and Bayley followed with a leaping elbow drop off the steps in which she almost slipped. Lyra responded with a swinging neckbreaker, but Bayley hit a sunset flip powerbomb into the corner for a 2. Lyra's up, hits a gut-wrench sit-out powerbomb for cover of her own for a 2 count. They trade cradles back and forth, which led to a double pinfall spot with both women's shoulders down as Jessica Carr, the referee, counts 1, 2, 3. And the referee counts both Bayley and Lyra down at the same time, and Becky does not have a number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. This match is called a draw. So we've been talking about this for weeks. You knew that we were headed towards a triple threat match. We didn't know exactly how we were going to get there. WWE felt like they needed to play this out for an additional week, where Bayley and Lyra wrestle one-on-one, and they both cancel each other out with a double pinfall attempt. So now we have no number 1 contender. Actually, we do. We don't have just a singular number 1 contender. We have 2 number 1 contenders. And now it's going to be Lyra, Becky, and Bayley in a triple threat match on Sunday, July 13th at Evolution 2. Shocking, I know. Bayley grabbed Lyra. Lyra turns around, hits a clothesline. They wound up rolling into the crowd until officials broke it up. Jackie Redmond caught up with CM Punk backstage. Punk said he had receipts for Rollins, Heyman, and Bron. And Gunther. And anyone else who got in his way. CM Punk then stopped the interview with Jackie Redmond, saw LA Knight standing ahead of him. He told LA Knight that Rollins belonged to him. Get to the back of the line. LA Knight said that my match with Seth Rollins at Saturday Night's Main Event was made official, so I am the line. Yeah. Penta checked on Sami Zayn to see if he still wanted to wrestle after being beat up by Karrion Kross. Zayn said he was ready to go. Paul Heyman, before the main event, was on the phone with Rollins, and Bronson Reed asked him, "Where's the visionary?" Heyman said Rollins was already on a jet, perfecting Plan B. The fuck is Plan B? Bronson Reed wanted to know what that was. Before Heyman could answer, Bron Breakker interrupted and said, the plan was for him to smash whoever got in their way. Heyman says he wasn't sure what the plan was. Breakker didn't care and told some guy to hit his music. Bron Breakker seems like an animalistic individual who's going to do what he wants under no one's command. Was that a subtle hint that Bron Breakker is to not be controlled eventually? That he's eventually going to be that dog on a leash that breaks free? It's the vibe I got from it. I don't know how you guys feel. No major tension. No real, clear, definitive indication that there's already trouble in paradise. But just a little nice, subtle aspect to the Bron Breakker character where he's going to do what he wants, to whom he wants, no matter who is in charge. Who's Plan B? I have no fucking idea. What is Plan B? I don't know. Is it a fourth man? What's going on here? Plan B is being conducted from the private jet. That means if Rollins is on the private jet coming up with Plan B, that Plan B must be someone else. Main event, Sami and Penta versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, or what CM Punk called Bron. Penta and Zayn did Penta's walk. You know, he walked to the ring on Saturday night after John Cena was being choked at. He's being choked out by Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. He's down in the aisleway dancing, getting down there. They wiped out both Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker with stereo dives. Didn't matter because Reed caught Penta out of midair during the break and hit the world's strongest slam. After the break, Penta made a comeback, tagged in Sami, wiped out both guys with his Arabian press. Got a battle in the corner, which led to Zayn hitting Reed with a sunset flip powerbomb for a 2. Bronson Reed came back with a Death Valley driver on Sami, which looked great. He goes for recovery, gets a 2 count. Bronson Reed, or Bron Breakker, rather. He did his little spot that he jumps over the announce desk with. He knocks Zayn over the announce table with his leaping clothesline. We go into another commercial break. I don't know why we need 2 commercial breaks in the main event, bro. If there's one fucking part of the show where we should get at least just one break and just give me a full-fledged match, the main event. Throw an extra commercial in the middle of the show, man. Don't take it away from the main event. He knocks Zayn over the announce desk, leaping clothesline. We come back. Sami Zayn's fighting back. Made the hot tag to Penta. Penta hits Bron with a flying crossbody. Kicked his leg out. Hits a sling blade. Penta hits a drop kick in the corner. Snap Bron's arm with the sacrifice. Bron got right up. He got right up and did a military press slam on Penta. So let me get this straight, chat. Penta does the arm breaker. He does the arm breaker, and then Bron Breakker seconds later conducts a military press slam on Penta. I mean, if we're going to do the arm breaker, can we at least sell the fact that his arm was just snapped, please? Maybe? Or is Bron Breakker a fucking android cyborg and he feels no pain? Penta countered the military press into a DDT. Heyman distracted the referee, which allowed Bronson Reed to knock Penta down on the top rope. Bron Breakker followed with a Frankenstein, and Reed hit a sit-out powerbomb, which looked great. Sami broke up the cover. Penta avoided a tsunami, tagged in Sami, who hit Bron with an exploder in the corner. Zayn went for Helluva Kick, but Bron clotheslined him. He then went for a spear. Zayn booted him. Reed broke up the cover. Zayn tried a vertical suplex on Bronson Reed, couldn't get him up. Penta attacked Reed from the apron. Sami tried the suplex again and got him over in a snap suplex. Crowd popped. Pittsburgh was barely alive. It didn't matter. Reed wasn't the legal man. Braun comes out of nowhere, spears Sami in half. 1, 2, 3. And that was enough for Rollins' boys to get the win. After the match was over, Penta checked on Sami. Braun speared Penta. Reed went up for a tsunami. Jey Uso, Yeet Man, showed up with the steel chair. This crowd waited 2.5 hours in fucking absolute boredom until 2 hours and 29 minutes where they finally came alive and started to fucking throw their hands in the air like a bunch of fucking idiots. They wanted to eat. That's all they wanted to do for 2.5 hours. They wanted to eat. Jey Uso comes out wielding a steel chair, beats up Bron Breakker, beats up Bronson Reed, and he stood tall with Sami Zayn and Penta as the show came to a close. Where does this go from here? How does this get you excited about going into next week? What aspect of this show has got you excited about going into next week? Rollins Punk? Punk Gunther? Evolution? Kaiser is El Grande Americano? Like I said in the beginning, folks, WWE, a lot of shows to be building towards. Their attention span is focused on 3 or 4 other different things. They're not focusing on one centralized primary thing. And there's just a lot of minor things going on at the same time instead of focusing on one big thing that holds the company together. And the storyline revolves around that. That's the problem. That is the problem. They think by doing more shows means more tickets sold, which means more money. Instead, you're diluting the product. You're making everything feel less important, less special by an overabundance of shows. And everything else on TV suffers because you got a bunch of these little teeny tiny storylines and not one huge centralized storyline. And at the same time, the one centralized storyline has to fucking wait it out until all these other little things are finished. And then you can focus on that. We just figured out what the problem with WWE TV is. They are stretching themselves incredibly thin and nothing feels important. Thank you guys for a great stream. I know it was earlier than what I usually stream. Some of you will still be asking me, well, why is JD streaming early, man? Well, why isn't it at 11 o'clock like he usually does, JD? 2:06? Monday Night Raw started at 6 p.m. It is now 11 p.m. I went live at 9. And we're almost out of here. You guys failed to get the Mario Kart. You guys failed to get the Mario Kart goal. You had 2 hours to get it done. And you failed. I guess you guys didn't want Mario Kart. Can't give you Mario Kart. You had 2 hours. 2 hours to get it done. I don't know what to tell you. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you guys go and check all of the content out on the channel. Plenty of it. We got more great content coming up tomorrow night. Episode 101 of Tuesday Night Titans. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you guys also hit the thumbs up. We got 800 likes. Can we get 1,000 likes? That means 200 of you in the chat of 2,000 have not hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And thank you to everybody watching on X. Appreciate you guys very much. Let's read through these super chats. Devil Jinx with a 5 and a 2. Bloodline and Judgment Day theme. There are the factions that never end. They go on and on, my friends. Some people started singing not knowing what it was. The Judgment Day theme is fucking awful. Why they got rid of the other side, I don't know. Paying for good music is fucking a necessity, if you ask me. And previous super was a Lamb Chop reference, by the way. Nate with the $2 super chat. Was that Super Show Mexico a PLE? Also, fuck Diddy. I hope Diddy rots. Diddy may get off. Tommy Brannigan with the 41 months. JD and the OTS family want to wish you all a great 4th of July weekend. And I'm at a Travis Tritt concert. I rep my off-the-script hat. Oh, we got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. 4 minutes for Mario Kart. We're 7 out of 10. Enjoy yourself, brother. Thank you, Tommy. Michelle with a 5. What the hell does Kross want Sami to say? I guess Papa H doing a slow build on Seth Punk. Heyman feels out of place with Seth like a Temu evolution. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm not feeling it yet. And yet, it's been a few months now. Michelle with a 2. What if Seth going to get Drew from SmackDown? He is there. I hope so. I hope that's the case. I think Drew would fit in perfectly. I'd love to see the reaction if Drew is revealed as the 4th man. I would love to see that. Tony Brown with the 37 months. Been rolling with you for 37 months. Proud to be on your team, man. I forgot the start time tonight, but I was able to restart Netflix. I know a lot of people were probably confused at the time. You probably watched the show at 8 o'clock, expecting me to go live at 11 like normal, and that's why we didn't get the large audience that we usually get on Monday. It's all right. That's why the video on demand exists. Thank you, Tony Brown. Lucas with a $4.99. I understand that some might not have thought this show was good, but you cannot deny that the wrestling tonight was awesome. Fun show, in my opinion. Yeah, wrestling was fine. The wrestling was fine. Wasn't a bad show. It's just the crowd was fucking bored. Crowd was lazy. Hardcore Kevin with the $2 super chat. I picked Omos next to dress as Grande Americano. No. Omos is not going to be Grande Americano. Sidro! He got his name back! Oh, my goodness. Girlfriend tried to make me have sex on the hood of her Honda Civic. I refused. If I'm going to have sex, it's going to be on my own accord. That's a good one, bro. If you have not told that one to Jason, I think he'd enjoy that one tomorrow, bro. Timothy James with 5 months. Hats off to Hooligram for fixing our usernames. It's a great night to be here early on a Monday for the best review in the IWC. Let's go. JD and OTS. Thank you, Timothy. Havili, thank you, brother, for the 100 from Brisbane, Australia. Sidro with a 5. Guy who invented Viagra came from my town. We erected a few statues in his honor. And neighbor couldn't afford water bill, sent him get well soon card. Get well soon card. BlueChew.com code JD at checkout. We just hit the Mario Kart goal. You guys did it. Cheers to everybody, man. The last Mario Kart Monday of June. Honored one with a $20 super chat. Just $20, no comment. Bailey, though, yeah, wrestling in 2025 needs better creativity. 2026 not looking good, though. Maybe it's because of Cena. And I hope we get Io versus Asuka at SummerSlam. Yeah, wrestling sucks this year, bro. How I feel now compared to last June, man, is like night and day. I feel like I'm just there, you know? No real excitement for anything, really. Cam G with a $50 super chat. What's up, JD? They need you on commentary for Raw. Other than that, just showing love. Hope all is well. OTS for life. Cam G, thank you, brother. Have a great week, bro. Relax, enjoy yourself, have a nice cold beverage. If you don't do a cold beverage, adult beverage, make sure it's cold, non-alcoholic. Sammy 2K with a 10. Hi, JD. Sam from England. Glad the early shows give me a chance to catch you live for once. Keep entertaining us and keep being you, bro. Appreciate your work a lot. Stay well. Sammy, thank you for being here, brother. Omega Kong with a $20 super chat. Since WrestleMania 41, I missed a lot of WWE TV due to work, and to be honest, I don't feel bad. All I need are highlights on YouTube and listen to JD. You're getting first place in Mario Kart is more thrilling. Man, I hope so. I hope so, bro. We'll see what we can do tonight for a half an hour. Thank you, Omega Kong. Listen, you know, I know a lot of people feel the same way I do, man. A lot of people feel the same way I do. Right now, it's not hitting. There's no excitement. Highlights and this show are really all you need. Best in the world, Matt with a $20 super chat. JD versus Japan on Mario Kart Mondays has more story than WWE. It sure as heck has more story than on Wednesday nights for sure. Let's get it. OTS fam. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you, brother. Richard Cohen with a $10 super chat. Hey, JD, I'm happy for the Judgment Day because the New Day suck. I think WWE's a lot better than AEW, but I'm getting bored with both companies. But you are still the best. Yeah. Thank you, Richard. Amanda with a $20 super chat. Amanda says, hashtag who better? Who better? Nobody. Thank you, Amanda. Lucas with a $4.99. JD, I agree with most of your takes. But your takes for Evolution isn't one of them. I get where you are coming from, but I just don't agree. You don't have to, Lucas. It's my opinion. DJ Iffy with the $10 super chat. LA Knight versus Meth Rollins. Finally. Hope you caught some shiny Mons, bro. Yeah. No, I didn't get any. I got a shiny Skidoo yesterday. You want to see how many? You want to see how many? Is my game frozen? Bro, the shiny rate yesterday was completely fucking broken, bro. Do you want to see how many Zakians I got yesterday? Look at all these Zakians I got yesterday. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Not one of them are fucking shiny, bro. Not one. Captain Solo. The $5 super chat. The same bozo clowns complaining about Rhea Ripley always in the title picture probably said nothing when Roman Reigns was champion for 4 years. No, they love that, though. Cake with a $2 super chat. Triple H remembered there's a women's pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Bro, they remembered it was in 2 weeks because they don't give a fuck that it's happening in 2 weeks. Siduku with a $9.99. JD, excitement of WWE for me. Bloodline story, Usos and Roman. Up to WrestleMania 40. Cody finishes the story now. No McMahon. Buyout TKO. Netflix. Too many injuries. Too many hands in the pot. It's pretty bad, bro. They don't have that story. That Bloodline story, that Cody finishing his story, they don't have that. This Rollins group is nothing more than a fucking Temu Bloodline. I mean, they're calling Paul Heyman Seth Rollins' Oracle. Really? Cake with a 2. Evolution is 5 minutes away from a Beyonce concert. Jorge with a 5. Why does WWE Creative keep leaving stories half-assed? Alpha Academy, Otis vs. Gable. Wyatt 6 build-up in the beginning. New Day, John Cena Rock. No idea, bro. No idea. Sidro with a $2 super chat. Ludwig is now dubbed El Comrade J'Americano. Yeah. He definitely is. Joker face 501 with a 199. JD, you hate 3 Days Grace. Bro, I don't listen to 3 Days. Do I look like I listen to 3 Days Grace? Go take a look at my good shit playlist on Spotify, bro, and you tell me if I listen to fucking good 3 Days Grace. Angel Alaga with 38 months. Hey, JD, you nailed it on Jade. She hasn't improved that much in 5 years. The other women's match at Night of Champions was better because those two ladies are good. Yes. Yeah, Jade sucks. Jade sucks. Johnny Boy, thank you for the $2, and I don't want to know anything about backshots on you from Bron Breakker. Have fun, bro. Captain Solo at a $5 super chat. What is your honest opinion on Ethan Page, and do you see him having a meaningful future on the main roster? Yeah, in Rollins' group. In Rollins' group. I think he'd fit like a glove. Scott Woodford with 28 months. Why did the Scarecrow win an award at work? Because he was outstanding in his field. Thank you, Scott. Lavelle. Thank you, brother. $5 super chat. What do you think WWE should do at Evolution that's shocking and a big? Take away the attention of All In. Do you think AJ Lee or Paige could be in it? I could see Saraya show up or Paige. AJ Lee, no. I do not think AJ Lee is showing up. 2-week build for AJ Lee? No, thank you. Grant LaPonder with a $5 super chat. Is Drew McIntyre going to return to the line with Rollins? Bayley needs to turn heel and be repackaged. I hate hearing role model and shit music. Me too. I hope McIntyre aligns with Rollins. I think that would make the most sense. What's my other channel called? It's in the description, guys. JD from NY Shorts. Street Fighter with a 20 for Mario Kart, brother. Thank you, my friend. Hollywood guy with a 5. Do you see a Ludwig Kaiser vs. Chad Gable for the right to be El Grande Americano? Maybe mask versus mask match. Bro, if that's the direction that they're going in, they could keep it. He's probably working with Chad Gable to take the attention off of El Grande Americano, because the more that he is absent, the more people are going to realize he was Grande Americano. Best in the World Matt comes in with 2 back-to-back 20s. You're not getting off that easy tonight, my friend. I'm feeling some Mario Kart tonight. How about you? Well, we're doing it. James Gender. What's up, JD? You ready for new Resident Evil 9? Yes. Best in the World Matt with a 20 says fire up the Switch too. Thank you, brother. Shihab with a 2. Naomi cashing on Rhea versus Io at Evolution. Scenes. No. Now, why would she cash in on someone who is not Jade? James Gender with a 1999. Hopefully this works for Mario Kart. I want to see it. Did WWE get rid of El Grande Americano mask on shop? I wanted to wear it for the 4th of July in Chicago. Sold out, bro. Sold out. Don't know when they're coming back. I got mine in the mail. I'm still waiting on a few other masks. We haven't done any of those mask streams. The all-in mask, I believe I'm doing it on the 12th. I got the Penta mask. I don't know when I'm going to... maybe when WWE does a Mexican PLE. Maybe we'll do it for that, but... We're going to do a goal on Wednesday. We got another mask goal on Wednesday. AEW just released a Bandito mask. We're going to do a goal. Imagine me wearing Bandito's replica mask all stream. That'll be the first big goal for July. Wednesday. Street Fighter 20 Super Chat. We made the goal. One more for good measure, brother. Thank you, my friend. You are a fucking straight VIP, bro. Appreciate you. Wrestling Russ with a 5. Just to thank you for all you do. Thank you, Russ. James Gender with a 999. Do you own any WWE title belts? I do not. Maybe one of these years I will start collecting. Triple M with a $2 Super Chat. Week at the beach starts Sunday. I need it now. Brother, I haven't hopped on Destiny in like 3 weeks now, bro. I haven't even fired up my PlayStation 5. JB with a $7.99. No fucking around, JD. First place on Mario Kart Online is the only thing OTS is focusing on. Favorite 3 Days Grace song if you had to pick. Brother, I couldn't tell you one song, bro. I could not tell you one song. And Deadly T, 1,000. $5 Super Chat. Keep up the great work, JD. Happy I made it tonight. You going to buy Borderlands 4 when it comes out? No. I didn't play Borderlands 1, 2, or 3. Cody Snyder with a $2 Super Chat. 3 Days Grace and Bronze back shots. Wild Super Chats. People are crazy. Beast Comatose with a $6.99. Can you see Cody to be the one to beat Cena at SummerSlam only for Rollins to cash in and win because of Orton? I could see a Randy Orton feud without the WWE title. That's a possibility. It's a possibility. I could see it. But if Punk gets Gunther, Rollins is cashing in that match. Anything to take a world title away from CM Punk. All right, guys, we're going to fire up the Nintendo Switch 2. For all those that are here for pro wrestling and pro wrestling only, I thank you very much. Appreciate you guys very much for all of your support here on the stream. You guys killed it. Thank you very much. Muted notifications with the $4.99. Would you rather watch Jade versus Eva or Goldberg versus Hulk? Bro. Are you kidding me? And Chris with a $4.99. Mike Santana got added to the TNA World Title match. I hope he wins it. He probably will. He'll probably end up pinning Trick. That match didn't make sense. Just Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams again. It didn't make sense. Didn't make sense. I'm glad they added Santana. He deserves it. All right, guys. Thank you very much for all your support. I appreciate you. Tomorrow night, TNT 101 with the Solid Monster. Start to the month of July, man. Should be a good one. We got a lot to talk about. So be ready. Bring your comedy. Bring your jokes. Bring your support. Should be a good one. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. And make sure you guys continue to hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes tonight on the Monday Night Raw post. I will see you all right back here for Tuesday Night Titans with the Solid Monster. Tomorrow night, episode 101 right here on Off the Script. Everybody else, Mario Kart Monday begins in 90 seconds. You know I need my cold beverage. I will be right back and we'll fire up the Switch and hopefully get this first place tonight on Mario Kart Monday. Be right back. Here we go, man. Let's see what we got here. Let's fire this up. There you go. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's do a warm-up. We'll do a warm-up. There you go. All right, here we go. Here we go, man. Uh-oh. I'm in Japan. There we go. I'm Bowser. What is hitting me, man? I don't like this level, bro. Fucking fish! Whoa, yeah, what happened, bro? All right. We're just getting warmed up here, bro. Okay? We're just getting warmed up. We're just getting warmed up here. A lot of water levels, huh? Yeah, I don't do the speed boost at the beginning anymore. Fucking fuck. What did I do? I don't like these levels, bro. Oh, man. That's my fault. Lightning bolt is the worst fucking thing in the game, dude. I swear to God. No. That's right. Take second. Take first place, bro. Take first place, you fucking big ghostly bastard. You fucking loser. King Boo. King Boo. Look at me. I'm a white slob, fat. King Boo. What is with these levels, man? It's fucking lame. Where am I? Come on. Bro, who are you? Yeah, you took my shell, huh, you fucking loser? Yeah, what happened, bitch? It's alright, whatever, man. am I gonna get hit by? What else are you gonna hit me with? Yeah, I get coins. God, I fucking hate this game, dude. I can't beat this guy, bro. I can't beat King Boo. I can't beat King Boo. Who is this guy? Bro, why am I getting hit with green shells already, bro? No, I didn't want to do that. Fucking moose! Bro, I cannot catch this fucking guy, dude. I don't believe it. Nobody had anything for me, huh? A fucking feather. I just used my fuck. I can't catch these guys, dude. may have been the worst circuit in the entire game, bro. You know what? We're clearly not being Bowser. I'll tell you that right now. Get me the fuck out of here, bro. Can you get me the fuck out of here? Second place. The King Boo in a fucking computer fucking race. Get me the fuck out of here, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, right. Skip it. Congratulations, my fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of King Boo. I don't want to be here. Your special cup is now available. Get the fuck out of here. Special cup. Yeah, King Boo. This fucking game is brutal, bro, I tell you. We got look, we got two sleepies in here, bro. This guy's cheating. Sleepy. Where are you taking me? Look at this, I'm flying already. Into the desert. Where am I going? Can he come off the fucking... There you go. Another banana, another banana. Let me slip on the fucking banana peel. Look at this fucking guy. Oh my god. Barely made it. Alright, oh, this is fucking absolute sheer bedlam, bro. Get away from me. A fucking boomerang. Why do I have all these things in front of me, bro? Bro, I swear to God, man, the lightning bolts have got to get the fuck out of the game, dude. The worst fucking item in the entire fucking game, bro. I never remember it being that bad. Never. Look at this fucking guy. Great. It's great, man. I went from fucking first to 13th, bro. I went from first to 13th. This is fucking brutal, dude. I'm sorry. Get away from me! He's got that red shell. He's gonna hit me anyway. It don't fucking matter. Fucking loser. Bro, it is. 3 fucking seconds, dude. I quit, dude. Can I get something that's gonna help me get back in the fucking race? Get away from me! come on! Oh, God, man, this shit sucks, dude. This shit sucks, bro. I don't know any of the shortcuts, man. Where are the shortcuts? I don't even know how to flip onto the fucking railing. How do I flip onto the railing? Where am I going? Does anybody know how to flip onto the thing, man? Dude, I'm never getting first place. First place is rigged, bro. Got no coins, no block, and 22nd place, bro. Fucking squid. Fucking squid. Fucking squid, you fucking... Another bullet bill, dude. I have every fucking thing coming at me, dude. Literally. Every fucking thing coming at me. What happened? Oh, I can't, man. Dude, I don't know where any of the shortcuts are. Look at this. Look at this fucking ridiculous nonsense, dude. What happened? Why does there have to be someone with shells? Holy shit. Get away from me. Ah! Let me use this before someone steals it from me. Look at this. Look at this nonsense, bro. Dude, I quit, dude. Dude, I fucking quit. I quit, dude. This game sucks, bro. I'm sorry. This game, dude, I'm done, dude. I'm done. I'm done. Shit is fucking. This is the worst Mario Kart that they've made, bro. It's not even fun. Get me the fuck out of here. Just get me the fuck out of here, bro. This shit is fucking absolute AIDS. Legitimately fucking AIDS, dude. I go from placing, dude, within 5 seconds. I'm done. Like, is this a shortcut? Yeah. So this is another one, right? Who's gonna go over here, though? You're in the grass. Oh, what is that? What does that mean? I got a peach medallion. I don't know when the next race is going to start. When are they going to start this race, bro? Pepino. Because nobody's playing Mario Kart online, huh? Yeah, good game. Oh my God, chat. I'm sorry. I gotta wait for a game? What am I gonna do? The race will start soon. As I'm driving all over Mario Kart. Finally. I don't like any of these maps. Let's go this Choco Mountain. I'm the only one that voted for that map. Great. It took me how long to assemble this fantastic lobby of people? I am Rigo has 7,000 scored. Does he sleep? Bro. Bro, I quit, dude. I'm done, dude. I quit. I'm done, dude. I throw my hands in the air, dude. I throw my hands in the air. I can't. There's nothing I can do, bro. I got hit by a fucking fish, and then I just got absolutely fucking railroaded for the last 10 seconds of that fucking of that race, dude. This game is awful. This game is awful. This is the last one. It's the last one. I can't play this for too long though. This is depression in fucking virtual form, bro. Brian with a $9.99. A month since Tiki left us. Shannon and I got 2 new VIPs in the chat as we adopted 2 kittens today. Need name suggestions for our girl picks on my ex. I'm very proud of you, brother. You did a good thing there. I'm fucking 19th place, bro. I don't know who voted for this map, dude. Who voted for this? I voted for this map, didn't I? Look at that shit, dude. game is a fucking disaster, dude. Bro, I'm not ending that way, dude. That may be one of the worst maps I think I've ever fucking played, bro. Seriously. This map, whatever the fuck this map is awful. Like, what is this? Look at these turns. Like, I don't even know the half of getting up to these railings, dude. Like, you gotta ride the whole, you gotta ride the sky. That's the last one. What a brutal night, man. What a brutal fucking night. I swear to God. This is brutal. This is really fucking brutal. I don't know what else to do. Really don't. Everybody fall off the map. Of course. The bomb had to let everybody fall off the fucking map, dude. How am I in 8th, bro? This is not going to help me here, dude. That's it for me, dude. I can't win in this game, dude. I can't win. Can't win. Can't win. Fucking brutal, bro. Brutal, bro. It is absolutely fucking brutal. There's nothing I can do about it. Really nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, my goodness. Brian, thank you, brother, for the $9.99. Joey Taylor with a $5 Super Chat. JD, 3 Days Grace songs I have are Riot Animal, Have Become, and I Hate Everything About You. I don't listen to them. They're just on my Spotify. Good for you, Joey. You're not going to get me to listen to 3 Days Grace. I'll tell you that right now. Thank you guys for a great stream. I had fun tonight. Even the Mario Kart is fucking awful. Omega Con with 40 months. The Absolute AIDS comment had me laughing till I cried. Bro, it is AIDS. It is fucking AIDS. I will see you guys for TNT tomorrow. You guys know the deal, man. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Until next week for another rendition of Mario Kart Monday. Maybe we'll have better luck next week, but go check out all the content on the channel, man. There's plenty of it. Plenty of content to get lost in. Tomorrow night, you guys know the deal. Jason and I will be live for TNT, Tuesday Night Titans. Episode 101 right here on the channel. We got a lot to go over. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. And make sure you guys, like I said, go check out the content on the channel. Hit that thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Also, thanks to my sponsor again, Blue Chew, BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. Appreciate you guys very much. Tuesday Night Titans tomorrow night with the Solid Monster. I'll see you guys tomorrow right here on Off the Script. We'll see you guys later.